Dropshipping and e-commerce is getting harder and harder every year. I hear this a lot. You see this by the reflection of the CPC and the CPM of Facebook ads. It is going through the roof. But this is not the exact reason why it is getting harder. The reason why dropshipping is getting harder is because the old methods don't work anymore. All the people that are teaching dropshipping, Shopify dropshipping, are talking about Facebook ads and TikTok ads. But that used to work many years ago. Right now, still they do work, but yes, they are very competitive. So this means you need a lot of money to make Facebook ads or TikTok ads work. But what if I told you there are way better strategies that are way more cost effective than only Facebook ads and TikTok ads? This is exactly what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about in this video the 5 steps that you need to take when you're just starting with your dropshipping business and you want to make a big successful dropshipping store. These 5 steps that I'm going to talk about are the exact same steps that I took from 0 to 10 million in online sales using Shopify dropshipping. I have implemented these steps myself and I'm even implementing them every day again. So step number 1 is picking the correct platform. And with platform, I mean the advertising platform. What we have Facebook, we have of course Instagram with it as well. We have TikTok ads, we have Snapchat ads, but we also have, of course, Google ads. That's where I'm talking about a lot on this channel, Google ads. Sorry for the handwriting. I talk a lot about Google ads because I know this is one of the platforms nobody is talking about. Everybody is teaching Facebook ads and TikTok ads for dropshipping, but this is very competitive. You will burn a lot of money because you need to pay the CPC and the CPM that is rising to the roof with Facebook ads. Well, with Google ads, it's differently. Once I pick my platforms, I need to make sure that I choose the correct platforms for my product. And I will always make sure that my product fits 2 platforms at least. And one of them is always Google ads. So if I pick number 1, it is Google ads. That's the first one that I always pick. The second one that I pick is Facebook ads. I combine these together. So they use themselves as a compounding effect. Why? Facebook generates demand. Google captures this demand. And this is exactly what we want. So we pick a product later on in the later steps that is in demand. So Google ads are very cost effective, but then we make even more demand with these Facebook ads. And this is exactly how I choose and pick my platforms. So now we know step number 1, we have picked our platforms. Now we need to move into step number 2, which is understanding the trend and move into the niche. So when I summarize this, step number 2 is watch the trend and move to a niche. So what do I mean with watch the trend? Well, as you guys know, we all have heard like all these trends going up and going down, but we really need to understand what kind of trend we're chasing. So we have 2 types of trends. First of all, we have the product trend, which is very common. Everybody knows this. It is a product that is going viral, for example, on Instagram or Facebook or on TikTok. And this is just a typical product that is going into demand and is going viral. One of these best examples right now is these Van Cleef bracelets. They're very expensive. It's a very established brand. They're beautiful and you're paying a lot of money for these bracelets. But why did they become so popular? They became popular because a lot of celebrities like Drake started posting these bracelets on his wrists. And now suddenly everyone wants this product. While this product was for a long time on the market. Van Cleef is a very old established brand, but now suddenly they are very popular and they are going viral. This is not the type of product that we want to sell forever, but you can pick this trend and you can ride the trend, but keep in mind the trend will go down because this will not be lasting forever. So the second one is the market trend. And this is differently. We zoom out a little bit more, not on product level, but on market level. What do I mean? Well, one of the biggest market is, for example, elderly people. Elderly people is growing, like this market is growing every day. Why? We know and we can see the majority of the people are getting older and older and older. This means the market is refreshed by new people entering the market every day. This means if we sell products to the problems that people encounter when they are getting older, we will be making a lot of money. And we will not encounter any kind of saturation or too much competition because this market is going up and up and up. So for example, one of the niches in getting older is selling products into the collagen niche. If you go to Google Trends and you type in collagen, you will see it's going up slowly and slowly, and it is way more trending every time. Why? People are getting older, people are getting wrinkles, they want to remove wrinkles. That's where you use collagen for. So now in step number 2, we have discovered the niche that we're selling into. Now in step number 3, we need to know what market we're selling to. So step number 3 is picking your market. And what do I mean with market? Well, market is very simple. What kind of country, what kind of language do we want to target in our ads? Where is our customer avatar hanging around? Well, for example, the USA is the biggest market people start selling to. So a lot of people will tell me, yeah, Jesper, I already know I want to start selling in the USA market. But you need to learn everything about this market before entering. You need to make a deep dive into it because you can face some obstacles during the way. So what are these obstacles? Well, first of all, you have a select option of payment providers, payment service providers. You have all these different payment service providers like Shopify payments, Stripe, PayPal, Klarna, Afterpay. You have many of them, but not all of them are available for you when you pick a certain market. So step number 2 is, if you don't understand the market correctly, you will get payment service provider holds. What do I mean with that? The majority of the sales that I have generated was in the German market. The German market uses at least 70% PayPal. So PayPal is their number 1 preferred payment provider. But if you're very new to sell with PayPal, you will see that a lot of times PayPal will put a reserve on your holds. They will make sure that your cash flow will be tight. And if you're very new to this is exactly when a lot of dropshippers will go bankrupt because the cash flow gets tight and they need to stop running ads. And this is a very big problem. So obstacle number 3 is culture and behavior. Well, what do I mean with that? You need to understand the culture and the behavior when people are buying in the market. Another example, I had a very successful store in the United States that was selling a certain product with advertorials as a landing page, and then when people clicked on the advertorial, people landed on the Shopify page. An advertorial is just more information around the product, so people are getting way more information before they are pushed to the sales page. This is very powerful in the US market, and I thought, let's bring this to the European market and use it on my Dutch store. So I copy everything, I translated everything, I branded everything looked amazingly. But then when I launched the ads, I got a lot of traffic, but 0 sales. It seemed like people are not trusting these advertorials. The European market is not ready yet for these salesy advertorials with these flashy converting pages. No, what did I do? I really took a deep dive into the market and checked all the big brands that are in the same niche that I was selling in. And I noticed they did not use advertorials, and when they did use advertorials, they were way shorter and way more native to the platform like Facebook. So they used the colors of Facebook. They even looked like a real newspaper. So when people, the elderly people for example, are starting to read the advertorials, they instantly think that they are reading a real blog or even a real newspaper. And once I started implementing that, my sales skyrocketed again. And they looked totally different than my US landing pages. So in step number 3, we chose the correct market and we know what kind of country we are targeting. So in step number 4, we need to pick the correct product. And what do I mean with the correct product? Because this is exactly what we need to talk about. These are the fundamentals of a winning product. And a winning product, a product that can change your life forever, has some certain criteria. And what are these criteria? It is actually pretty simple. I use always these 5 criteria. Let's start with number 1, which is the cost of goods are very low and the perceived value is very high. Cost of goods are low, perceived value is high. This means your margins are high as well. This means the more money you can spend, the more money you can outbid your competitors, right? So step number 2 is it solves a real problem. And with a real problem, I mean a real big problem. The bigger the problem you solve, the bigger your market is, the bigger the reward is. Easy, right? So focus on real problems that are very, very huge, so they are affecting a lot of people. Step number 3, or criteria number 3, is it is easy to ship. This is normally a criteria that I always check about weight. It needs to be light-weighted, because if your product is pretty heavy, it will have a lot of shipping costs, that's first of all. But secondly, maybe it is even easy to break, or it is hard to deliver to the customer's door. You need to make sure that the customer journey is very, very good and people are very happy when they receive the product. So we see the lighter the product is, the smaller the product is, the easier it is to ship out to the customer. Criteria number 4 is pretty easy. You need to trigger an emotion. Why? Because when we're using, for example, Facebook ads and Google ads, we need to make sure that the impulsive buys are also activated. People only buy impulsively when they are in an emotional state. So we need to make sure that we trigger an emotion. For example, with weight loss products, people need to feel insecure before, and when they use our products, they will feel this boost of confidence, and this is exactly what people are chasing for. Criteria number 5 is that it needs to be easy to make content around. Content making is easy. Why? Content is king in 2024. The one brand or the one dropshipper that can make the most amount of content will always win, because you will always be testing new hooks, new angles, and new audience with new creatives. So make sure you choose a product that you can pick up easily and you can make content within seconds. And you can send the product to multiple creators and they can repeat the process as well. So in the last step, we picked finally our winning product, and now you have been selling this product, and this is exactly what step number 5 is. Step number 5 is you need to focus on customer experience, because you don't need to forget, we are selling to real people. Real people are buying your product. This means people will feel a certain emotion when they receive your product. And I can tell you this, when the customer experience is shit, your business will be shit on the long term. Yes, you can be making a lot of money on short term, but your business will not survive on long term when your customer experience is shit. And this is exactly what dropshippers are facing every time. They scale a product to the moon, they are making a lot of money, but once the product lands on the lap of the customer start complaining, they will put in all these chargeback details and they will dispute you. And this is exactly when the payment providers will hold all your money, because the chargeback rate is going through the roof and you are losing all your money. So what I do suggest is make sure you have your product market fit at the beginning and don't scale higher to 2 to 3K a day once you have found the product market fit. So the 5 things that you can do to improve your customer experience is, first of all, give them a personalized gift or thank you card. These are small cards that you can put in your package when people receive the product, that is telling these people, hey, thank you for ordering from us. Here's a 10% discount code. And if you like the product, please leave a review here. Because your branding is on the card, people will experience a way better customer journey, because they are already seeing your brand and they are seeing already that you're putting the effort on making the business better. So the second thing that you can do to make the customer experience better is brand the packaging. And with the packaging, I mean the bag that people are receiving with the product. So maybe you cannot brand the packaging from the product, but your supplier will put a bag or a box around the original product. And this is exactly where you can put a sticker or like your logo on it, which already makes it way more branded. And this is one of the easiest one that you can take, because this will cost you a few cents with your supplier, and almost all suppliers can do this. The third thing that you can do to improve your customer experience is focus on email flows. And with email flows, what I mean with that is that you need to be making sure that you're updating the customer every time when something happens. So when they order the product, make sure that your email flow around the processing is very correctly. What I mean with that is when they have ordered and the product is shipped out, make sure that the shipping confirmation is nicely branded and updated every 2 to 3 days. We have a longer shipping time, yes, that's just fine, but keep people posted. And this is exactly what you can do with email flows. The fourth and also a very easy step is make sure your customer support response time is within 12 hours. So what I mean with that is if someone submits a ticket on your store and people are waiting for a response, make sure they don't wait longer than 12 hours. Because if they need to wait 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, they are thinking that you are scamming them and they will dispute. They will put in a chargeback and this is not good for your business. So make sure you have your VAs ready, or even if you're handling the customer support yourself at the beginning, make sure you give them an answer within 12 hours. And the last thing that we do to improve our customer experience is focus on quality over quantity. What do I mean with that? Don't start testing a shit ton of products and stop focusing on the quality of the products. Go back to step number 4, make sure that all these criteria are aligned with your product and you will be making sure that you are selling the correct product. These are qualitative, high qualitative products that people love to receive. If you start spam testing a lot of shitty products, people will not be happy and your store will not last long. If you improve on all these 5 steps for your customer experience, you will build a real brand from your business. This will make sure your business will stay alive much longer than the average dropshipper. And this will even be able to exit later on. Real money is being made when you exit the brand. Dropshipping stores, yes, you can sell them, but for a way less multiplier than, of course, an official brand. So in this video, we covered the 5 steps that you need to take to be a successful dropshipper in 2024. And maybe you're thinking, well, this is a little bit too much. Well, don't be afraid. I have something very special for you. In the first link in the description, you will find my community where I will teach you how to make 1K a day with Google Ads within 90 days, even if you don't have any experience. And why do I focus on Google Ads? Like I told you in step number 1, this is exactly where people are buying your products from. People are not on social media like TikTok or Facebook ads to make purchases. When they want to buy this t-shirt, they put in Google black t-shirt for men. They will see the product, they will see the price, they will see your website, click on it and instantly buy. And this is what I'm using to all of my dropshipping stores. I even recorded how I went from 0 to 100K per month within 60 days, and I recorded everything. So when you join the community, you will see my ads, my winning products, my stores, literally everything. And now I'm doing it the same thing again, but now I'm going 10x. Now we want to make 1 million a month. And I'm starting to record this one as well. It is live, so you see everything live. It is the first link in the description and I would love to see you in there. Peace.